If you haven't heard already, our new January 1st is October 1st because we are entering our winter arc and getting ahead of everyone else. Even if you happen to be watching after October 1st, that is fine, girly, because you are still going to be ahead of everyone else that is waiting till January 1st to start hitting their goals. So winter arc is basically when you use the cold winter months to basically lock in, limit any type of distractions, become disciplined, improve your productivity, and basically become the best version of yourself by spring and summer. So by New Year, you're already well into your routine, your healthy habits, while everyone else is just getting started. So the first time I ever entered my winter arc was actually 5 years ago when I first started working out. And I swear that by starting early, that is truly why I had such a big transformation, because I wasn't relying on the motivation from New Year's to keep me going. I was consistent because of my own will. So in this video, I'm going to share how to enter your winter arc, become the best version of yourself earlier than everyone else, and achieve all of your goals. If you're new here, hello, my name is Lena. I have a self-help series here on my channel where we discuss all things becoming your best self. So if you're not subscribed already,
what are you doing?
Okay,
what are you doing?
Go subscribe right now. So first things first, create a list of rules for your winter arc. So you want to start by creating a list of rules for yourself that you plan to stick to during these next 3 months. And honestly, one of the biggest mistakes I made as someone who tried to start healthy habits but would fail continuously is making a list of 100 different things that you want to stick to every single day. Listen, I'm all about self-help and bettering yourself, but we need to be realistic, okay? We aren't robots. So I would say start by creating 5 main goals that you want to achieve, and you will stick to them no matter what. And then as time goes on, when you nail down those 5, then you could start to tack on more goals, and that way you're gonna be way more likely to stick to your goals and not just like overwhelm yourself and burn yourself out. So for example, these are my 5 that I'm implementing for my winter arc. Getting movement every single day. Listen, it doesn't matter if it's a workout at the gym or a 10-minute walk outside. Literally just moving your body every day is a hack to get those feel-good hormones. Second, eating healthy and prioritizing protein. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely fell off my fitness routine this year. Your girl was kind of slacking, and diet is equally as important as moving your body and working out. So I'm definitely gonna prioritize eating more protein and, you know, get the gains back that I feel like I lost. Following the 80-20 rule, which is eating healthy 80% and then treating myself the 20%, waking up at a set time every morning. I always say that how you start your day is how the rest of your day will go. So I'm really prioritizing waking up early and waking up at the same time every day just to get my body into the routine of waking up early, posting consistently on short form, limiting my screen time. This is a big one, okay? I used to be, okay? I'm not claiming that. I used to be a chronic doom scroller, would just scroll and scroll for hours and just waste so much time. So putting my phone on do not disturb when I'm working, when I need to focus, setting time limits on my social media apps. Create your mission statement. So having a mission statement when you want to achieve honestly anything in your life is key, okay? You know how like big companies, they all have mission statements for their employees, and it's for a good reason. Studies actually show that when you create a mission statement, it helps you be more motivated and organize yourself more. So an example of a mission statement would be, in my winter arc, I will be the most productive, healthy, fit version of myself. I will show up for myself every day. So write down your winter arc mission statement in your notes app, or you can comment it down below so we can hype each other up. And every time you forget what your mission is and you wake up one day and you're not really in the mood to go chasing after your goals, pull up your mission statement and read it, remind yourself. Create an action board. So you guys already know what a vision board is. It's usually like a collage of a bunch of images, words, symbols that represent your dreams, your goals, your desires. And it's meant to be a visualization to inspire you and focus on your big long-term goals that you have for yourself. But an action board is actually a little different. It focuses on specific steps and strategies that you need to take to achieve your goals. So it includes tasks, deadlines, and actionable items. So it's more focused on the how rather than the why. So basically, a vision board is for inspiration and an action board is for execution. So here are examples of what an action board looks like. You can browse on Pinterest for photos that directly represent your list of rules that you created for yourself for your winter arc. So this is really going to help you visualize the actionable steps you need to take these next 3 months to get the results that you want. And you can make it your wallpaper on your phone, your laptop, just to remind you. Join the Winter Arc Challenge. So become the best version of yourself earlier than everyone else. Start healthy habits and hit all of your goals. Join the Winter Arc Challenge. Do habit tracking. So habit tracking is a great way to monitor your daily routine just to make sure that you are actually on track. So by marking off each completed habit, you create a visual for yourself of completed progress. And that proof of progress honestly helps you stay motivated and helps you build consistency. But basically, you want to choose habits that you want to practice on the daily. So for example, it can be daily movement, getting your water intake in, reading 10 pages a day, eating healthy, meditating. And so as the days go, you mark which habit that you completed. And there are going to be some days where you miss a habit, which is totally fine. That is okay. The whole point of habit tracking is not striving for perfection, it's progress. Embrace the cold. So I live in New York City, and the seasonal depression here, guys,
It's real.
okay, it is real. It gets dark at like 4 p.m. here. Every single time you leave your apartment, it's freezing outside. It like hurts your face type of cold. And I feel like waking up in the morning is like 10 times harder during the winter time because it's just like freezing and you just want to lay in your covers all day. Can you tell I don't like wintertime? But yeah, anyway, I've actually really changed my mindset. So instead of viewing the cold as something that's uncomfortable and something that I'm dreading, I am choosing to embrace the uncomfortable. I say this all the time and I'll say it again. Growth will only come from you being uncomfortable. If you feel stuck in life, if you feel like you're in a slump, you're down bad, you feel lost with your life, it's because your body is basically wired to avoid any type of discomfort. We would rather procrastinate and avoid our responsibilities, even though we subconsciously know it's going to hurt us in the future. So we almost need to like shock our bodies like, hey girl, it's time to get up and get to work. And a video that kind of really reminds me of this whole concept is that one scene from the movie Creed where he's like literally running in the cold. That is literally the picture perfect image I see when I think embrace the cold. And by the way, by embracing the cold, I don't just mean like embracing the actual physical cold weather, because a lot of you might live in places where it's not even cold during the winter months, which if that is the case, I'm so jealous of you. But it's more about utilizing and taking advantage of these next few months and putting in that work when most people during this time, they're like hibernating, okay? They're probably burnt out from the year, they're tired. Turn your space into a sanctuary that reflects your highest self. There's a saying that your space reflects your mind, and that is so true. I'm telling you, whenever my room looks like a bomb went off and there's just like stuff everywhere, it looks like a whole mess, it is an obvious sign that I'm either stressed out, depressed, or going through something, or all of the above. So during these next few months of our winter arc where we are locked in, we cannot have a space that reflects a messy, unorganized mind. So get to cleaning and organizing. Fold your laundry, put it away, vacuum your floors, wash your sheets, donate or throw out things that you don't need anymore and don't align with you. And my favorite thing, honestly, after cleaning and organizing my space is just lighting up a nice candle, get a cute, cozy little vibe going, and voila, your space will reflect your clear mind that is ready to take on all of your goals this winter arc. Create a morning routine that sets the tone for a powerful day. If you do not already have a morning routine where you just wake up and you're kind of like a robot, like you're just on go mode, you don't even have to waste time thinking like, oh, what do I have to do next? Oh, am I gonna be late to school or work? Because you already have a morning routine that is locked down. So you know exactly what you need to do in your morning routine to thrive for the rest of your day. And it's less about trying to do like a million things in your morning routine. It's more about implementing things in your routine that are catered to you and your needs, that you know what makes you feel good. So whether it's drinking some warm lemon water, ice rolling your face, going on a walk to school or to work, 5 minutes of journaling, etc., that is what's important. Remember that your energy is currency. These next 3 months before the new year, this time frame is crucial. So stop giving your energy to people that drain the F out of you and thrive off of your energy supply. Be selective with your energy and put your energy into yourself and bettering yourself. And yeah, when you understand that your energy is limited, you will not want to waste it on people who suck the life out of you or wasting your energy doom scrolling for hours and hours. You know your energy is limited, so you are actively using your energy in ways you know you are showing up for yourself. So cut out any distractions like mindless just TikTok and Instagram and YouTube short and focus on what really matters. Set those time limits on your phone, on your social media apps, and really just try to set yourself up for success. Fuel your body with nutritious food that boosts energy and focus. And speaking of energy, if you notice that you are always feeling that kind of like midday crash, you're always relying on caffeine to literally keep you awake, you feel sluggish and tired after you eat a meal. I struggled with all of those things for the longest time until I finally realized that food is fuel and it directly impacts your energy levels. So some habits that I cut out that I really recommend that you cut out is not starting off my breakfast with a super sugary meal. So I'm talking sugary cereals, eating granola, because a lot of granola actually has a lot of sugar. Granola bars, it will not keep you satiated for long at all. And it would always have me starving by like lunchtime. So I would just want to eat everything on site and then I'll get tired and bloated. So now I try to replace it with something that's more high protein and savory. So some eggs, avocado, turkey bacon. Guys, I have not looked back, okay? My energy levels have never been better than when I cut out the sugary stuff first thing in the morning. Also, not drinking super sugary drinks first thing in the morning. So I'm sorry, but no more mocha, vanilla, double pump, whipped cream, cinnamon dolce latte as soon as you wake up. And of course, I'm not saying you can never drink it, but drink it as a treat and don't drink it every single morning. Not drinking coffee or any type of caffeine as soon as I wake up. So studies show that actually waiting 90 minutes after you wake up to drink any type of caffeine will help eliminate that afternoon crash that you might feel. Also, not drinking caffeine at least 6 hours before bed so that you can actually fall asleep. And in terms of nutritious foods, I just generally try to follow the 80-20 rule. So it's trying to eat healthy 80% and then treating myself 20. And I just focus on eating foods that are high in protein and nutrients, veggies, fruits, just more whole foods and less processed foods. So one thing I cannot recommend enough for your winter arc is to start journaling. When I first entered my winter arc, I was journaling consistently every day, and it's such a good habit to stick to. I love to look back on my old journal entries when I was just down bad. There were so many days where I wanted to quit, especially when I was putting so much work in the gym trying to eat healthy and not seeing the results that I wanted. But I would still write in my journal affirmations. I am fit. I am confident. I am the most healthy version of myself. Writing it and telling it to myself over and over again until it became true. And it's just super cool to see your mindset change throughout this journey and really see your progress firsthand. I like to think of it as like a daily detox for your mind. Journaling just helps you feel so much lighter, and it's really crucial during this time to log your progress and also really prioritize your mental health. And whether you decide to get my journal or use another, it does not matter. I'm telling you, journaling truly works. Prioritize movement, even if it's just 10 minutes a day. So like I said, daily movement is key, okay? Getting movement in will guarantee that you get free feel-good hormones. I personally think that this is something that we all should do during our winter arc. Honestly, last month I was going through a really bad depressive episode and I barely left my apartment for like 8 days straight. But on that 8th day, I was like, I need to get my movement in. I didn't even go to the gym or work out. I just left my apartment and I walked for like 10 minutes. I came back home, I felt 10 times better. So yeah, make it a goal for yourself, and I made a goal for myself too, getting daily movement in. And it does not have to be working out. Walks are great, stretching is great, literally any type of movement. Practice self-discipline even when it's tough. Listen, there are gonna be days in your journey where you want to give up. There are gonna be days where you do not feel like putting your phone away and getting up to go study or to go work out. But remember that consistency builds results. There's a saying, show me your habits and I'll show you your future. Our daily routines and behaviors will truly change the trajectory of our life. And life is just made up of a bunch of decisions. And when you are given a decision, a choice, should I go work out or should I stay in my bed and raw all day? Should I go study for my exam or should I watch Netflix and binge watch for hours and hours? Should I eat this grilled chicken wrap or eat an entire pizza pie? And whenever you need to make a decision like that, ask yourself, what would the best version of myself choose? Celebrate all your small wins. So celebrating your wins is going to positively reinforce your discipline. So treat yourself to your favorite snack or a little movie night. Buy something special for yourself, buy a new book. You can share your win on social media. Any type of reward that makes you feel good, do it, because all of your small wins count. These little celebrations are going to keep you motivated and honestly just make your journey so much more enjoyable. The winter arc is transformation, not hibernation. So I want you to embrace the next 3 months as a season for you to completely transform yourself and not hibernate, because that's what a lot of people are probably doing. And you know, I get it. It's so easy to feel burnt out from the year because you're approaching the end of the year. You're like, I'm over this. Like, it's truly like you want to just go into hibernation. The holidays, it's cold out, you're tired. But I'm telling you, this is when you want to lock in the most, because the head start you're about to have is going to propel you and prepare you for the new year. So yeah, if you are currently entering your winter arc, I want you to comment down below so we can hype each other up, hold each other accountable. I love you guys so much, and I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye guys.